Tonight's greatness in barbecue entertainment is partnered with the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, the Barbecue Store, Chupacabra Throwdown, Team Cosmos Q Products, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, We Branded Promotion, Texas Oil Dub, Team Rectech, Texas Original Charcoal Company, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Pinkerton Pit Barbecue, Mr. King Sharpening Services, Smoke and Magic, the All Fired Up Cook-Off, Laredo Roofing Solutions, Half-Fast Cooker, and the Chopping Block in Webster and Victoria.
This is Aaron the Retro Guy, host of the Morning Roast Radio Show, and you're locked in to the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Give it to them, fellas.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box. I call it bass boat.
What's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing. Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Pfeiffer with CBP Cookers, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
There you go.
Put some, there he is.
Just be crude. Hey,
Put some wrestling in it. All right.
just be crude.
Ah, here we go. 3,
2, 1. This is Cruz Ross with these Texas Smokers, and you're watching Bullhorn.
You got it, brother. Keep going.
It's all right. Go ahead. Go.
This is Cruz Ross, the pit baller of East Texas Smokers. You're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Yeah! You got it.
Well, let me be straight up. I'm Karley Aleksines from Gimpo Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Are you ready to turn up the
3, 2,
heat?
1. Let's go.
Because you've just tuned in to the one and only So Smokin' Gooder Show. We're coming to you live from Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. This is the show where we talk all things barbecue and brews, and you better believe we're here to have a good time. Get ready for the man who knows barbecue like the back of his hand, the guy who can tell you the difference between an IPA and a stout blindfolded, and the life of every party, your barbecue pitmaster and the host with the most, Rob Arocha. Whether you're part of the Gooder Gang or just here for the special guest, barbecue competition updates, or maybe even to rate some boxes, strap in, fire up those smokers, and crack open a cold one, because the So Smokin' Gooder Show starts now.
What is up, Gooder Gang? Welcome to a very special show. This is the inaugural So Smokin' Gooder Show Kids Christmas Special, and we've got a wonderful lineup with some very special kids that are doing very well in the barbecue scene, the future of barbecue, as the coin is kind of taking what we're seeing. We're going to have a wonderful host, Miss Karley Aleksines from Give 'Em Hell Barbecue. She'll be on in just a moment. We've got some wonderful guests. We got Miss Rae Barker. You're going to learn all about these wonderful kids and what they're doing. We got Mr. Reid Breeden. We've got Bernie Tyrna. We've got Dakoda Smith, and we got Miss Lainey Hale. Look at those beautiful faces on your screen. I just want to welcome a lot of you guys to this show. This is called the So Smokin' Gooder Show. We talk barbecue each and every Wednesday at this time, 8 o'clock Central. I know we're going to have a lot of parents, some grandparents. We're going to have some new eyes to the show, and I just want to encourage you guys to check it out and watch us. We do this, like I said, on Wednesday nights, talk barbecue, but tonight we're focused on the kids, and that's about all I had. This is it. This is all you get from me, because we've got a wonderful host tonight, and I'm gonna bring her on right now. We're talking about Miss Karley Aleksines with Give 'Em Hell Barbecue. Bring her on, Ty. There she is. How are you, young lady?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
I hope you are. Karley is not only hosting tonight, she's also been a guest on this show just for her accolades. She's been doing Kids Q's for quite a while, but not only that, she stepped up, and now she's competing in the Outlaw Barbecue Association. She's of age to compete there. Not only is she competing, she's doing very well and whooping up on some of the people that the older circuit, right? The guys and ladies that are out there cooking each and every week in the competition barbecue scene. She has now entered that arena, and you're doing very, very well. Congratulations. What does that mean to you, Karley? What does that mean to you?
It's super fun. It's great to do things other than just Kids Q.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun to compete like with my dad and stuff, and just watch me beat him, you know.
Wonderful. When you were competing in the Kids Q's, you've got some big accolades yourself. You're the RGC of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off, amongst other accolades that you've had. So what do you remember most about cooking those Kids Q's?
The Kids Q's are always so fun. It was fun to compete like against all my friends, and to see who's the best cook of that day. It's fun to be very competitive with everyone, and it's fun to do all these like different kinds of meats and stuff.
Yeah,
so it's really fun.
And you learned a lot, and that's you've taken some of that and applying it now, and you're whooping up, like I mentioned, on the big boys and girls, right?
Okay.
So you are taking a new role on tonight. You are hosting this show. We've got some wonderful personalities. I'm looking at Reid Breeden in the comments right in the green room. Bernie Tyrna, he's got a great look. He's an 8-year-old, just kind of doing very well. Miss Rae Lil Barker, she's a wonderful champion that's out there right now. Miss Dakoda Smith, and later we'll have Miss Lainey Hale. She's here already. So, but before we do all of that, you've seen the show. You're a big part of the Gooder Gang. Like you met, I saw you're the intro right there. You know what we do first, Karley, is we introduce the Gooder Gang before we do all of that. And I'm going to let you run this. Producer Ty is in the house. I'm going to step out. This is now your show. I'll be in the background. If you need some help, you're welcome. I'll be watching. So if I need to come in, I will. But I think you got this under control. I'm excited to watch it. I'll be in the comments. I'll be part of the Gooder Gang tonight. I'm excited about that. But your whole gang's here. You got Bernie Tyrna, you got Rae Lil Barker, you got Dakoda Smith, you got Reid Breeden, and you got Miss Lainey Hale. They're all ready to go for you. But Ty's gonna start mentioning names. Give shout outs to the Gooder Gang, Karley, and have a great time. I'm excited for you. Thank you for hosting this first ever inaugural Kids Christmas show. Thank you very much.
Of course. Let's get started with saying hi to the Gooder Gang. ZZ Top Fan, evening all. Hello. Carlos Calzada, Smokin Lisa said hi to all. Hello. Mr. Keen, howdy Gooder Gang. Thanks for coming. Daddy Dutch, good evening, y'all. The Dude Barbecue, what's up, Gooder Gang? Chance, good evening, Gooder Gang. Hello. Larry, afternoon from North Jersey. Welcome. Nico, good evening, everyone. Wise, evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. Jeffrey, what's up, Gooder Gang? Twisted D Cookers, good evening, Gigi and future Q stars. Samantha, hey y'all. Brian Pox, what's up, brother? Sarah, hey Gooder Gang. Hello, welcome. Steve, happy holidays, Gooder Gang. Happy holidays. What's up, everyone? Randall Johnson, evening, y'all. Anna Bryce, what's up, y'all? Hello. Sean Trainer, what's up, brother? Chuck Aleksines, hey, everyone, this is gonna be wild. Nick Better, go Karley. Rockin' 8 Grilling Supplies, my favorite sponsor. What's up, Gooder Gang? Surge, what's up, Gooder Gang? Hashtag Bullhorn Worldwide. Macy Becker, that's my girl. Chad Foster, give him hell, girl. Madwood Barbecue. Now I'm part of the Gooder Gang. Have a great show, Karley and the kiddos. Mike, what's up, everyone? Sarah Barker, hey, y'all. This is the Gooder Gang.
That's it.
The show. Let's get this on a roll. So I want to welcome all of my co-stars. We have Rae Lil Barker. We've got Reid Breeden, Lainey Hale, Bernie, and Dakoda. Let's welcome them all in.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How are all y'all?
I'm doing good.
Oh Lord.
I'm
Hey.
good. Oh, very good. Feeling great.
Good.
So, spiffy.
Oh yeah. So are y'all ready for tonight? Are y'all ready for the show?
Yo, I'm hot up.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So let's get started.
Definitely.
Reid, do you want to kind of tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Yes, ma'am. So, I was competing since I was 3 years old, and it's really a passion for me to cook this barbecue because not a lot of kids get to do it. And man, my dad just helped me on, and my mom also. My mom and my dad been helping me forever, and I really thank them.
Awesome. That's great. Okay, we'll move on to Bernie. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Bernie Tyrna, and I've been cooking since I was 7, and I'm on the chopping block team, and I've really been liking cooking because I get to spend so much time with my family.
That's awesome. That's great. Lainey?
I really like cooking. I've been cooking since I was 5, and I just love it. It's like you just get to explore with like all these different things and spend time with your family. And I love how my mom and my dad have helped me through like everything, and it's really fun.
That's great. Raylan, I know you've been doing a lot. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I've been cooking since competition-wise, since I was 5. Yeah, 5. I've done so many of them that there's kind of like not necessarily not forgot, but like it's all kind of a blur because I've done so many. But I just remember that every time I'd go and cook, I remember my family being there cheering me on, and I just love doing it. It's a passion for me, and I just love the competition.
Oh yeah, that's great. Dakoda, what about you?
Well, I'll follow a little bit on Raylan's. It's definitely fun to do every weekend, traveling with the family, of course, and it's definitely been fun.
Oh yeah, I think it's all a big passion with all of
Definitely.
us. Oh yeah, it's a fun hobby that we all carry.
Definitely.
Okay. Um, Lainey, do you want to tell us about what's your proudest moment in the Kids Q barbecue world?
Um, well, I think my biggest accomplishment competition-wise has been like uh getting my first place because when I first got it, it was actually my first time like cooking um at this certain cook-off, and it was really new to me, and I was just so excited, and I didn't really know what was going on at the time. But it was at Watermelon Festival, I think 2022, and I was just so excited. It's like a great moment.
Yeah, I feel like we all will always remember our first cook-off and our first place. Such a surreal moment between everyone. I will always remember my first place. That was at an where was that? See, now I forgot. We'll get back to that later. Raylan, do you want to tell us what your proudest moment was?
Uh, trying to think. Um, my proudest moment in barbecue. Well, I don't know. I've had so many different competitions and stuff. Just recently in barbecue, I won a World Junior Barbecue League, and I that was a huge accomplishment. Uh, and then, of course, I had my first place. I've had so many, but I would have to definitely say right now would be the winning World Junior Barbecue Championship.
Definitely. That is such an accomplishment. I would brag about that all the time. Dakoda, do you want to tell us about yours?
Mine would mostly likely be the one from this weekend, past weekend, in Angleton, I think it was. Whenever I won my first buckle, it was definitely fun.
That's awesome. That's always been my favorite. Was always getting my first buckle. Reid, tell us about yours.
Mine was really the American Royal because I've been trying to achieve that goal for a really, really long time, and I was very happy when I won that.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. American Royal is a big cook-off. If none of y'all
Yeah.
know.
Yes,
Bernie,
it is.
what about you?
My greatest cook was Rodeo Austin. I was the grand champion.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Rodeo Austin and Houston were always my favorite cook-offs because of how big they are and all the competition with them and the beautiful trophies. Those were always my favorite into it. Raylan, do you want to tell us about how you were on the Master Chef Junior?
So that itself obviously was an experience. I mean, I really just remember hanging out, and then whenever that timer started, um, that was it. You had that amount of time. I wasn't actually too nervous though, because I'm used to having a time frame, having competing against other kids and being judged on the food. So I mean, I was actually really excited because I was like, this is like an even bigger competition, and getting to throw in some more elements to the dish. So it really just kind of, I guess, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Um, it kind of was like a cook-off, kind of. I mean, we were indoors cooking on stoves and stuff, but I mean, it even though I was far away from competitions and stuff like Houston, I didn't get to go to Houston. I was filming, but um, it kind of just like brought me back to all of the competitions and stuff because obviously, like I said, it was like one big barbecue competition. It was like one big competition, and it was fun, exciting.
That's great. That is such a huge accomplishment to have said. Not many people have that. So that's awesome. Congratulations. Bernie, do you want to tell us a little bit about your GC at the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off?
Yeah. I really like that cook. That's probably my second favorite cook ever.
That's awesome. Do you want to tell us what your first ever favorite cook is?
Radio Austin. Radio Austin.
Oh, yeah. That's a great accomplishment. That's awesome. Reid, do you want to tell us about kind of why you love to cook Kids Q and why you like barbecue?
I like to do it because my dad just really brought me into it, and since I was 3 years old, I loved it, and I just kept on going with it. It was fun.
Of course. That's awesome. Dakoda, do you want to tell us about your favorite contest or achievement?
Of course, this past weekend, of course. And I really do like the competition side of it because, I mean, most of the time, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but it always helps you get better.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Yeah, it's always that trial and error, getting to the next cook-off, figuring out what you missed
Definitely.
for the last cook-off and what you can do better at for the
Absolutely.
next. Well, Miss Lainey, do you want to tell us a little bit about the Texas Six-Pack series?
The Texas Six Pack was like really fun, and it was just so fun to compete against all these other people, and then like being able like with all the kids that cooked, being able to get second out of all them was just really fun. And then meeting all the people along the way was just like a great experience.
Yeah, there's lots of great people to meet and mentors and new people coming into this amazing sport that we all do. My pits are burning. You guys are amazing up and coming barbecue cooks / competitors. Keep up the great work. Bernie, do you want to tell us a little bit about what your favorite thing to cook is?
Yeah, my favorite thing to cook is steak and sometimes pork chops
Why is that?
because it's just because I can cook them well, and it's what I always have to cook in kids' cooks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Reid, do you want to tell us what your thing to cook is?
Pork chops because the first time was my first ever time cooking barbecue. I cooked a pork chop, and that pork chop was really special to me.
Oh yeah. I've competed with a lot of y'all. Y'all know? Y'all are some great cooks. Y'all make some people scared. Especially me. I'm scared to cook against y'all sometimes. Dakoda, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Definitely steak, because there's so many different things you can do with it, and just steak, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Lainey, what's your
I think my favorite is probably steak as well because there's just so many different ways that you can like cook it. You can uh and so just different ways and it's just so fun to cook.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Braylon, I know you've cooked a bunch of stuff. What's your favorite?
So, oh shoot. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think. I've cooked so many things. Uh, Sorry. Okay. So grilling wise, a steak. I mean, I grew up on cooking steaks and pork chops, but I chose steak as my favorite. And then uh, I like smoking brisket and stuff. Um, Brisket is my favorite thing to smoke because of the way I cook it. I mean,
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah, brisket and steak.
Steak is always gonna be my favorite thing to cook. Houston is what I got my RGC with the steak, and I got RGC and Cook's Choice with my steak at Rodeo Austin. So steak will always be a special place in my heart. And I have my own steak rub. Give them hell. Self little plug there. But steak will always have a little special place in my heart. Um, Lainey, do you have any mentors in the barbecue world and who you kind of look up to?
So I look up to obviously my parents. They really helped me along the way and also um Fred Robles actually. He gave me my first recipe when I was like actually like 6. And those are just some of the people that I really look up to in barbecue wise.
Oh yeah, Fred is such a great guy, and he would get up the world to anyone. Dakoda, who are your mentors and people you look up to?
I definitely look up to my dad as one of my big mentors, and of course, Mr. Johnny Trigg.
Oh yeah, we love Johnny. Johnny is such old school barbecue, but he is barbecue. I will always remember when Johnny Trigg gave me and my dad one of his little turn-in boxes, and that will always be a special place, and it will be taken everywhere with me. I will never forget it. So I will always love my Johnny Trigg bag. Bernie, who are your mentors and people you look up to?
I look up to my dad. He's always been my greatest like helper. He's always cheered me on as I go, and my mom, definitely my mom. She's always helped me whenever I need it, and but mostly my dad.
Our parents were always such big helps for. What about Reid? Who are your mentors?
Um, it's both because they really helped me learn to cook, and Dad just said, season your steak once it's on the grill, season your steak, inject it. They've just been with me all of these years.
Mm-hmm. I think our parents will always be our biggest motivators and all that. Now that we have Braylon back on. Braylon, are you good now?
What's up? Sorry.
Are you good?
Yes, I had to sort some
Perfect.
stuff out real quick.
Who are your mentors or people you look up to while competing and all that?
So definitely my parents, they've supported me throughout all of this. Two Gringos Two Gringos Chupacabra, Smokin Wizard Barbecue. Al Fragoni, I don't know if y'all have heard of him, but he's a big live fire person. Um, Miss Jackie, Mr. Tim, thank y'all. Um, then Girls Can Grill, Miss Christine, Girls Can Grill, Chicken Fried Barbecue. Um, just there's a lot of people. They're all very great people, and they've all helped me in different ways. So those are who I look up to.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know we all have a bunch of big supporters that will drop everything for us to help us when we're in need and stuff, and who have just kind of teached us to where we've gotten to now. Um, Bernie, what is your all-time favorite cook? If you were to choose one cook out of everything, one contest, where would you pick?
I would choose World Foods. Definitely World Foods. I really like World Foods.
Yeah, that's such a fun cook-off. Reid, what's your favorite contest that you've cooked in?
Probably the American Royal. American Royal has gave me some love and just love them back.
Awesome. Lainey, what about you?
I think my favorite cook has been San Antonio Rodeo. It was just so fun, and it's like, it really just gets you like excited.
Yeah. Raylan, what about you?
Um, um, Master Chef was a good one. Barbecue wise, oh, that's a tough one. The American Royal. I like the American Royal.
The American Royal is a great one. I cannot say that I have gone, but that is one of my cooks on my bucket list that I do would love to go to. But my favorite cook contest, whatever, will always be Houston. Houston will always have a special place in my heart just because I got RGC, and just the environment at that cook-off is just so surreal and so special to me. It is just, it's beautiful. I love it so much. Lainey, do you want to tell us a little bit kind of how you started cooking and all that?
So I started cooking because my parents started cooking, and they started telling me about these kids cues, and I was like, "What's a kids cue?" And they told me all about it, and then actually at their first cook-off, it was my first, and it was at the barbecue store, and I just loved it from then on, and then I just kept doing it.
Oh yeah, you get hooked real quick. Raylan, what was your kind of first cook-off, and just kind of tell us about it, how you started?
So my first cook-off was the San Antonio Rodeo. Sorry, had to think of the name. San Antonio Rodeo. So like I said, I've been doing it since I was 5. So I don't necessarily remember everything, but um, it was my first cook-off. My parents didn't even know what it was. So um, my mom was like, sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied.
Oh, you're good.
So I remember going cooking. I obviously did not win anything. It was like a kind of a, it was new, obvious. So it was new. We didn't really know what we were doing, I guess you could say. But I do remember asking my mom like when my next one was, and like I said, my parents had never been. My mom didn't even know like if this was like a one-time thing or not. So she had to do like a deep dive into it and go find out everything to go get me on the next ones. And then after that, I just kept doing it and kept going to all these different competitions and it just became like a big thing in my life, and it's what I have my life around now, I guess you could say. So.
That's awesome. I know you have a lot of accomplishments that you have gotten throughout the years. Dakoda, do you want to kind of tell us about how you started?
My first competition was a little one in Somerville, Texas. Dad was cooking at the time, so of course I wanted to join in, and of course he put me in the senior division whenever I was only like 5. I ended up getting first, of course, burning myself, and that's just how I got started.
Yeah, just getting out there real quick. What about Reid? What's yours?
Um, Mine was Sponiac 2016, and I just loved it because I got first, and it just kept me on going,
Yeah,
just going and rolling.
like I said, we all remember our first verse. That's always going to be such a special moment and all that. Bernie, do you want to tell us a little bit on Rodeo Austin and your GC?
Yes, ma'am. So my first one was Friends of Flint. It was in Victoria.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
And at RGC.
That's great. Dakoda, do you want to kind of tell us about this past weekend and how you did and all that?
Absolutely. So this weekend I got my first buckle at 44 kids, and I made a homemade mushroom cream puff and a pork chop, and of course the points did count for the CBA, of course. um, but it was definitely fun doing that out of 44 kids, of course.
That's awesome. Buckles will always be my favorite award. That's great. Rob, I think you're muted.
I said, Karley, you're doing an outstanding job. Thank you. You're keeping these kids. I love hearing the stories of what we got going on. But I do want to introduce the CBA has introduced the the future of barbecue. Have you guys seen that, guys? Do y'all know what that's all about?
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna just put the logo up there, but Karley, ask him about. I'd like for you to ask him about the future of barbecue, and so this is an opportunity for you kids to participate in a full, like a points chase, like the adults do. They go to contest, and they gain points, and there's the logo, the new logo that you guys are going to be competing in, which is a great deal. We're going to be introduced. It's already started. Dakoda has just competed. Y'all, all y'all did. Y'all competed at the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. There's that. Dakoda was at Texas Angels. So this thing is off and running. But Karley, if you can talk to them about that and see what that means to them.
Yeah, I think this is great that it's bringing the kids to start kind of doing on barbecue with that thing. So, Reid, do you want to tell us if you're excited and kind of what your thoughts are on that?
Yeah, so I did it actually last year, and I won it, and it was a very exciting moment for me, and I just really loved doing the six-pack series. It was
Yeah, great.
What? Yeah. Yeah, this year's. I said last year. Because I remembered last year.
Dakota, do you want to tell us your thoughts on this if you're excited?
I'm definitely excited because it's giving everybody a chance to beat up on the big boys, like the big boys actually. And it gives the kids a chance to chase points.
Oh yeah, I love how it chases points because I am a big points chaser. Last year I was. This year, over the summer, I was in the points chase for Outlaw Barbecue. So we were running all over Texas trying to get points, get me up to first and all that. I think I ended in 7th. So I'm a big points chaser. So
Yeah.
I know I will be doing some of these. Like I said, I'm a big points chaser. I love going after points, love traveling, all that. Lainey, what are your thoughts on this? Are you excited?
I'm really excited, and I think it'll be fun because I get to be an ambassador for the future of barbecue, and I'm just really excited to see where it brings me.
That's awesome. Congratulations. Bernie, are you excited?
Yes, ma'am. I'm I'm really excited to chase points. I really think it's a good thing for the kids. I'm I'm an ambassador of it. I'm an ambassador of it.
That's great. Raylan, will you be doing some of these? Are you excited?
I mean, I haven't done it yet, but from the sound of it, it sounds exciting. I'm excited. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm in the same place as you. I haven't done one, but I know I will. I love them. Um, so Lainey, what have you been cooking on this past season and all that? Tell us a little bit about that.
So um, I've been cooking on the go-to drum from Gateway, and it's been really fun, and I really love it. And all the Gateway drums are just so amazing, and I really enjoyed cooking on it.
That's great. Gateways are great drums. We love them. Bernie, what have you been cooking on this season?
A PK that my dad got for Father's Day.
I love my PK. My PK, I always cook my steaks on. I have one of the teal Aaron Franklins. So I'm in the same boat with you. I love my PK. Reid, what have you been cooking on?
Old Smoky, PK, and then Weber.
Oh yeah, great
Pretty
choice.
lot.
Dakota, what about you? I know you have a lot.
I have been cooking on a go-to by Gateway and of course my Aaron Franklin PK.
Oh yeah, we're twins with that. Love my teal Aaron Franklin. um, what are some of y'all's contests that are on y'all's bucket list? Go-to contests that y'all would love to compete in. We'll start with Raylan. Where do you want to go? What contest? Tell me about it.
Well, dang, I haven't really I've been looking at different cook-offs to go to. But I haven't really thought about it yet. We just got back from we got back maybe 2 weeks ago from, well, a little over 2 weeks now. But we just got back from doing a whole bunch of different, well, not necessarily cook-offs, but different events, barbecue and like live fire events and stuff. But I'll definitely have to be looking into more cook-offs to go to. I know I am going to be hitting it hard next year. I'm going to be going to a lot more cook-offs. I just gotta, look for them, I guess.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Reed, what is your go-to bucket list contest that you'd like to go to?
If they had a kids queue, I would probably choose Jack Daniels.
Oh yeah, that's a great one. Lainey, where is your bucket list contest?
Okay, so like my number one bucket list contest that I really want to go to is either Houston Rodeo or the American Royal. They just both sound really fun.
Oh yeah, those are my bucket lists. Dakoda, what are your bucket list contests?
My go-to would definitely be Memphis and if they had a kids queue.
Oh yeah, I wish they did. I would so go to that one. I've always wanted to go to Memphis and Bay. It always just sounds so fun. It would be great. Braylon, I want to talk to you a little bit about the World Food Contest. How's that experience kind of different from the barbecue kids queue?
So, World Junior Barbecue, that one was cool. It was fun. We started our fires at 6. Yeah, wait, no, we got. Yeah, we started our fires at 6. So we had to start our fires early in the morning, and then it was a good a good competition. There was different teams. So tongue tied right now.
Oh, you're good.
It was me, some people from Cayman Islands, which I thought was really cool. But it was a really awesome experience. I got to hang out with everybody, see some people, got to see some of the live fire stuff that they were doing over there this year. Um, just recently, when was it? October is when we went. Yeah. So it was pretty fun. Obviously, I won it. But wait, what? Wait, did you ask about world food?
I did. No, you're good.
Sorry.
You're
I
good.
thought I heard barbecue.
I
World
just want
food.
to ask, how is that different from kids queue? Were you nervous more? Just kind of tell me about that experience.
So world food. That one we did. It was indoors. We did a world food indoors. Me and my teammate Miles O'Gwin. I'm trying to think of his last name. But me and him got 4th overall. We did it inside. We had a stove. It was a little setup that but other than that, it was really good. I knew some of the other kids that were competing. We competed against. But like I said, other than that, it was a little cold though. I will say it was a little cold, a little too cold, a little too cold for me. But other than that, it was just fun. Yeah.
Were you more nervous doing the world food or just like a regular kids queue? What's more nerve-wracking?
I've gotten so used to doing competitions, like cooking competitions, that I wasn't actually really nervous, like really at all. I mean, of course, I was a little bit when it came to results because we were cooking. It was like kind of whatever you wanted with a pork loin, did kind of whatever you wanted with it. So I was definitely a little nervous about that. But other than that, the actual cooking, timing, cooking against other people, it wasn't really, I wasn't nervous. I mean, I thought of it as another competition, and so it was just a fun, good experience to go and travel and over there and hang out with people. So
That's awesome. I would so be way too nervous for that. I would be shaking like crazy. I always am shaking at
it's
cook-offs.
not that
I'm always so
nerve
nervous.
It really isn't. If you think
Mhm.
of, if it sounds like it would be, but it really isn't a bad. You stay in your own little area. I mean, there's of course people cooking against you and beside you, like. But other than that, it's not really nerve wracking. I guess you get your own little area to cook in, so
You
you
get
have it to where you can have it set up where and how you're comfortable with. So I thought of it just as like a, it was a nice. I have my stuff where I would like it. I'm comfortable with the way it was, and it wasn't that nerve wracking.
Yeah, that's awesome. So now, since there is a barbecue high school or a high school barbecue group, have any of y'all kids been thinking to maybe try and do that when y'all get into high school? That's a great question. I am a part of my high school barbecue team at Taylor High School, and I love it. It's so fun to compete against all these other high schools. So, I'm gonna ask y'all that question. When y'all get into high school, are y'all gonna kind of think about joining the high school barbecue team if they have one or starting one? Bernie, we'll start with you.
Yes, I am. I really want to. I really want to make my dad proud. It sounds so exciting, and I really want to do it. And
I love that. It is so fun. My team is two other girls. So there's three girls total, and normally a team would be 5 to 7. So with us being an all girls team and only having three girls, it's super unreal. And I get to be with my two best friends. So it's fun to do something that I love and bring my friends into it. So it will always be my favorite, and I will do it forever until I get out, sadly. Dakoda, are you thinking about joining when you get into high school?
Yes, I definitely am thinking of continuing barbecue whenever I get into high school, definitely.
That's great. Reid, I know your sister was on a high school barbecue team. Do you want to follow in her footsteps?
Yes, ma'am. My dad told me about it, and I was like, for sure, I want to.
That's great.
I'm all in it.
Oh, yeah. Lainey, do you want to join a team?
Okay, so I've actually been hearing a lot about how good these high school teams are doing. So I've definitely been thinking about whenever I get in high school about joining something like that. So for sure.
Oh yeah, it's so different from the barbecue world versus the high school world because this year we're with the National High School Barbecue Association. That's what my school is a part of. So this year we're doing grilled cheese, um, chicken lollipops, a ribeye steak, chili. What am I missing? Oh my lord! And I don't know what I'm missing. At nationals, we're doing a brisket flat, which I'm super excited about because I love cooking brisket. I don't know what I'm missing. I'll think about it soon. But Raylan, do you want to join a high school barbecue team?
So I'm actually homeschooled, so I don't have a um I don't know if I'm going to go to like a high school. And I know that I don't think the schools that are around where I live have a barbecue team. But if I did go to school, maybe I could try to start one. I think it'd be a good idea, but I'm homeschooled and I don't know if I'm going to go to high school, so I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Yeah, that's great. So I'm gonna tell y'all about a little story from this weekend. So my team color is teal. Everything is teal. My shirt's teal. Everything's teal. My drums are teal. So my dad was cooking a pork butt for a catering that they were doing that weekend. And he asked if he could use my teal drum. So, me being the great daughter I am, I said, sure, don't ruin it. Those words lasted 2 seconds. He left the lid of my drum open a little too long, and that teal drum turned black really quick.
Oh, no.
Very mad.
Oh,
So,
that.
this year will be a new drum, new powder coated drum.
Mm-mm.
So,
Nice.
be strict with your parents when they're using your stuff.
Mm-mm.
Reid, is there anything not bad that's happened, but funny that's happened in your cooking career?
Yeah, it was a practice, and um, I was going to like put it on the grill, and I accidentally dropped it, and the whole pork chop fell apart. I was mad.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Bernie, has anything happened with your cooking situations? Bernie?
Oh, yeah, my dad, they were on the way to, I think, World Foods or another big cook-off. I forgot what it was called. And on the way there, the road was really bumpy, and the front wheel of my drum popped off.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's crazy. I don't even know what I would do in that situation. I would be mad. Dakoda, is there anything funny that's happened in your career?
Probably I was practicing one time at a cook-off, and whenever I was open to go to, I went to, like, turn my arm backwards, and I burnt my arm really bad.
Oh no. I have burnt myself so many times from cooking. I can't even count how many times. Raylan, what about you?
So I've had two, or yeah, I guess I could say two. So one of them was I was taking one of my pork butts inside, and I was trying to practice. I was taking one of my I had it wrapped and everything, but it got too hot. Like it was burning my hands from inside of the heat gloves, and it got too hot to where it hurt, and I accidentally dropped it. And of course, it was it was getting dark. It was like 6, I think, and I was just wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and it spilled all over my legs, and it was just hot. All of the juices from the pork butt got all over my legs, and then I think that no, it was another practice, and I was cooking in my offset. I accidentally left a pan of grease in one of my smokers, and I was using that smoker to heat up some of my coals. So, I was cooking it in our yard, and so I didn't want to burn any of the grass. So I had put the hot coals that I was using for running practice in a different pit. So long story short, the pit started smoking from another smoker, and we had a huge grease fryer in it. My dad opened up the thing and was like, "Hold on, let me check." So he opened it up, and it was just a huge burst of flames in our face, and it was.
That's
Uh, we got it out, but I have a
wow.
little bit of stuff from it burning the pink on my pit.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, it's all good now. But that was.
Lainey, do you have any funny stories?
Um, so y'all probably know that everyone says if you like drop your meat, then you'll get first place. So it was my second JPA, and I was cooking and I had my pork chop on the pit and I was going to put butter on the pit and I forgot that it was in a plastic cup and it all the plastic burnt on my grill grates. And then when I went to go take it off, it was stuck to the grill grates and I dropped my meat in the dirt.
Oof. I know that has happened to me a couple times.
Dad.
Oh, Ray used to drop a pork chop every cook-off. If she didn't, she wouldn't walk. So we started telling her just pick one and chuck it. That's hilarious.
Oh.
I've always heard that funny saying: if you drop meat, you always get first. And I mean, it doesn't lie. Most of the time, it works. Since we've all been cooking for a while, do y'all have any tips for younger kids kind of starting up the barbecue world? Do you have any tips wanting to start? Dakota, we'll start with you.
Um, it would definitely not. Don't let the bigger kids intimidate you for sure.
That's right. Some of y'all be intimidating me. Reid, do you have any tips for the younger kids?
Don't be scared of fire. Just play out the smoke.
Great advice. Ernie, do you have any tips?
Tenderize, tenderize, tenderize.
That's right. Cannot have enough tender eyes. Lainey, do you have any tips for the younger kids?
I think if you're starting barbecue and you're younger, you should definitely, if you find a good recipe, stick to it and don't change it because more than likely you're going to do good with it. And also just go with your gut. If you don't feel something's wrong, then don't do it.
That's right. I will never change my recipe. Once that recipe starts hitting, I will not change. And even if it starts kind of slowing down, I will still keep going because I know it's gonna hit again somewhere. Do not stop if it falls down. Keep rolling. Raylan, do you have any tips for the younger kids?
So, if you're just starting, I would definitely look and get different ideas. Get different ideas and kind of go with what has been hitting. So what we did was we definitely went and explored different things and tried out stuff and mixed different things together and then be confident. I know it's probably going to be a little hard if you're nervous, obviously, but just be confident. Walk in there and be like, I've got this. This is like, be set on the goal that you have, and then just be confident and walk in there like you know what you're doing, and just have fun with it and practice and find what is winning. And like I said, just have fun with it. That's what I do is I have fun with it.
That's right. My tip for the younger kids would be confident, ask questions, because you cannot get anywhere. I'm not saying you can't get anywhere, but asking questions will help you a bunch. I know I've asked a bunch of questions to a bunch of people throughout my career. So ask questions is the biggest one, and be confident when you're doing it. You get so many places with just those two.
Guys, I am so proud of everybody that's on the show. Karley, you're doing an amazing job. Dakoda, Rae, Lainey, Bernie, Reid, all of you guys are doing such an excellent job. Would you, Miss Producer Ty, do we have any Kids Q boxes to rate? And kids, would y'all like to rate some boxes?
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
We do. We got some. I'll start loading them up right now.
All right. So kids, and Karley, I'm gonna allow all of you guys to take just a 2 to 4 minute break. Y'all can go do whatever you need to do for 2 to 4 minutes, and I'm gonna do a little upcoming event segment and a bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap, and then I'll bring Karley right back on. So Karley, you got about 5 minutes for you, young lady. You're doing an excellent job. Thank you very much. Kids, you guys are awesome. I've learned so much from all of you guys. Karley, you having fun?
Oh yeah, I'm having so much fun.
Well, you're doing a great job. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
The Gooder Gang is in the comments, guys. Thank y'all. Put some good comments for Karley. She's doing an excellent job. And all of our guest kids tonight. I saw somebody, Stephen Fiver. We need to have a kid show once a month. All right. Hey, I like it because I'm not a part of this thing. This is awesome. But all right, she likes it too. All right, Karley, go take a break. We'll bring you back on. And then we'll rate some boxes with the kids. That'll be fun. And then we'll get everybody out here. We're not going to go long tonight, but then we'll be done. But thank you, young lady. You're doing an excellent job. All right. How about the kids tonight, Ty? Get in here, man.
Yeah, man, this is awesome.
How fun is this, man?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like Karley's got the questions going, and then everybody's got their own little personalities. And then here's the thing: is like if you see in the comments, everybody's talking about, holy hell, they got more wins than I do, and they got more traveling than I do. It's so awesome.
Oh, some of these kids are world champions out there.
Yeah,
and,
no doubt.
They're not bragging so much. I was like, talk to more. Like Rae is she's been on the national television, won a trip for her family. So Reid is an American Royal world champion. Karley, HLSR, Bernie, Rodeo Austin. Dakoda just got her first buckle this weekend, and Miss Lainey Hale's got her buckle herself. So how fun is this? This is awesome. And there are a lot of great kids. There are a lot of great kids out there that we couldn't have all on one show, but we'll do this again. This is a lot of fun. I know we said it's a kids' Christmas special, but we'll continue to do something like this if the Gooder Gang is down, and it sounds like they are definitely down. Yeah, milk break, Stephen Pfeiffer. Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to get in and get out because I'm enjoying the show just like the Gooder Gang is. We'll do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap and the Champions Barbecue Alliance Texas Angels Barbecue Cook-Off. Shout out to the Oler family. They raised, I think I saw, I'm not going to say, but I know it's over $150,000 in kids' toys and whatnot. Congratulations. What an amazing job. Grand champion Stephen Oler, Big O's Barbecue. RGC was Mr. James Ledbetter. Brothers Keepers Barbecue. Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, where we were. Grand champion. How about the parents of Miss Lainey Hale, Stacy and Josh Hale from Sure Shot Barbecue, and the RGC, $127K. Thank you very much, Stephen. The RGC was Kevin Hernandez from My Pits Are Burning. What a great contest. Thank you to Wade Carpenter and crew. We talk about it all the time on the show, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. All right, over in the IBCA, we had the Down South in December. Grand champion was Aaron Cruz from JWS Services. RGC, Weston Kimball from No Bore Barbecue. And in Pearland, the Pearland Area Dads Club Jingle Bell Cook-Off. Grand champion Bobby Phillips from Can't Get Right Cookers. The RGC, Mr. Sean Moore from Chasin' More Smoke. Kicking Ash is enjoying this. The kids are doing amazing. They are. Okay, and let's do that was that one. That was the wrap-up recap. Where is the upcoming event segment? I think we only have one. It's going to go quick and easy right here. There's one in all sanctioning bodies. We are towards the end of the year. We are done. Thank you, Gooder Gang, for watching this show all year long. I think we did like 47 shows this year out of 52 weeks. Didn't miss very many. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if you're new here, we do this show each and every week, Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock Central. We talk all things barbecue with pit masters, with pit builders, promoters, whatever it may be, people in the barbecue industry. We talk barbecue. So if it's your first time watching us, come back. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, please. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we would love to do that. All right, and the Champions Barbecue Alliance, only one this weekend, Zavala County. Holiday fun at the Bard, Crystal City, Texas. That's it. That's going to wrap that up, and we'll get our kiddos back here to do this. All right, let's bring Miss Karley. Oh, my bad, Ty. My bad. We're going to bring our host of the evening, Miss Karley Aleksines from Give 'em Hell Barbecue. Are you enjoying this? I'm enjoying watching you. You're doing a great job. For your first time hosting, this is your first time hosting, right? You've been on a few of these shows before, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're doing an excellent job. You're keeping it rolling. I would like, let's bring the kids in here real quick, Ty. Reid Breeden asked earlier, can I ask questions? And absolutely, we're missing Lainey. Is Lainey in the house yet? Okay, she'll be in just a minute. There's Dakoda. Reid asked earlier, can I ask questions? I would like each of you to ask a question, maybe to one of your people that are on the show, like Reid, ask Rae or ask Karley or whoever it may be. Ask a question to your fellow guests on the show, or your co-guests on the show. Ask a question for that. But so Karley, you've seen us rate boxes. We're going to do it on a CBA scale. 10 is excellent, 9 is very good, 8 is fair, and 7 is poor. And kids, you're gonna rate your peers' boxes. This will be a lot of fun. Be kind. This is a Christmas show. Everybody be in the holiday spirit and be forgiving. But Karley, it's all yours, young lady. Thank you very much.
Let's rate some boxes. All right. I know we're all excited for this. This is my favorite part of the show. So I'm so
Definitely.
It's mine.
I love this.
Oh, that's 10.
Oh yeah.
That's mine.
It's like that.
Good grill marks.
No, not the grill marks.
That's mine.
10. Good amount of sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of looks like mine. And I just put it today.
Beautiful color.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
grill,
was thinking.
grill marks are great.
It's probably 10.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
amazing.
That looks beautiful.
Beautiful.
Does everyone have a number in mind?
Yes.
Yes.
9.
We'll start with you.
9.
Okay. Brooklyn.
I think it would be a 10. I mean, that looks like that's really good. Okay. That looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Reid.
Oh, that's 10.
Dakoda. What's yours?
That'll be a 10. Good girl
Lainey,
marks.
with that. Is Lainey in here?
Oh,
No?
no.
I would give that a 10. I think that
Yeah,
has
a 10.
beautiful colors in the grill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks beautiful.
Okay, let's get to box number 2.
Oh.
No, they all.
Skip it.
I'm on.
Pretty. It's orange. It's
Pretty.
orange.
And the
Oh,
pink
they can
on
see
the wait.
Yeah.
On
They can hear me. I'm not muted.
Is Lainey on? I think Lainey's on.
Yeah.
yeah, I heard her.
It looks.
Can y'all
pretty
hear
good.
me?
Now I'm
Yeah, but we just can't see you.
You
We can hear
can't
you.
See
We'll-
me?
We'll figure it out, but we can hear you. You can talk.
Okay, we're good now.
Really pretty.
I'll give it a 9.
Okay. Lainey, what would you give this?
I'd give it an 8.
Okay. Dakoda?
I'm gonna give it an 8 because, I mean, there's not a whole lot of slices in there. You can definitely tell that you can sharpen your knife a little bit more, of course, on that first back and the slice in the box. But other than that, it's pretty.
Braylon?
I would give it a 9. I want to like orange. But the smoke ring on it looks really good. But other than like the color of it, other than that, it looks good. So a 9.
Bernie, what would you give it?
An 8, just because I think it's a little too orange, and I like the grill, and then the bark is. I like the bark, and then the bottom, it just looks a little floppy on the front one.
I would give this box an 8. The slices aren't evenly placed in the box, so it just kind of proportion-wise just makes it look a little funny. Like the 4th piece on the left side, or on the right side, it just looks like a little dark. So I don't know what's kind of going up with that, but I would give this box an 8. So going to box number 3. A stick.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I think that's mine.
Okay.
Good grill marks.
Yeah, good grill marks.
The grill marks are pretty.
The front on
The front, it's a bit crooked.
Yeah, but
The shape.
the color. I like that color.
The color is a
There's
bit
a lot of
orangey for me.
juice. There's a lot of juice on it.
I feel like it looks.
Top left corner, little juice everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Bernie, we'll start with you. What would you rate this box?
9.
Okay. Braylon?
I'd give it a 9. It's not that. It doesn't look bad. But yeah, a 9.
Lainey?
I'd give that an 8 just because I feel like for what I turn in, the color is just a bit off. It's a bit darker, and then just the shape.
Yeah. Reid, what would you give this box?
Yeah, I'll go with Lainey too. I'll give it an 8 because like the front part is kind of like the grill marks are kind of messed up, but although it looks pretty good.
Dakoda, what about you?
I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a 9. You can definitely tell they were going for the SCA, tying it. Grill marks pretty. They probably timed it a little bit awful whenever they were doing their grill marks, but other than that, it's pretty box.
Thank you. That is mine. I know it is.
I would give this box.
I can tell it is.
I would give this box an 8. I feel like the grill wasn't really hot enough, so the grill marks are a little off. And then I feel like you could have kind of trimmed on the top edges just to kind of make it a little more even. But other than that, that looks like a really pretty box. Good job. Let's go to box number 4.
Oh, that looks good.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I actually love that.
Shoot the camera.
Yeah. I want to eat it so bad. It looks so good. I want to eat it so bad.
I can tell it's like juicy. Cause like
It's like
Very
juicy.
glossy.
Yeah. It looks juicy and
like
saucy
buttery.
together.
Like buttery.
They definitely did something to make it like. It doesn't look bad.
It looks good.
But it looks really big. It's really, really big.
I think it's just the angle.
Yeah. Because they did it up close.
Oh yeah.
It looks. Yeah, it has to be the angle.
Definitely.
Okay, Lainey, what would you give this box?
Okay, I definitely give this a 10. It looks really pretty. It's nice and glossy. And the color is right on.
Mm-hmm. Dakoda?
I give it a 9. Just because, I mean, it's probably just the angle, but if you like trimmed off a little bit on the spinalis, it made it more formal. Grill marks are pretty. Other than that, it's a gorgeous box.
Oh yeah. Reid, what would you give this?
I would give it a 10 because it looks pretty good and the grill marks are nice. And so far, it made it even and fair. It cut it really well. And it's fun.
Yeah. Raylan, what about you?
It's actually I'm trying to think. It's a really nice steak. It's definitely looks like it's got a great seasoning on it. I'm trying to think. I'd honestly give it like a 9.
Okay, Bernie, what about you?
9. It just looks a little floppy.
Yeah. I would also give it a 9. I feel like the camera angle. Just fix your camera angle. I'm sorry. Get on top of the box.
Yeah.
That angle is not appealing really at all. The color is very pretty on it. Just trim up that spinalis a little bit. And tie your steak. It looks like that spinalis is just falling apart. So tying it and kind of pinning everything together so it doesn't fall apart helps you a lot. So I would give it a 9. Let's get to the next box.
Oh.
Oh.
I can't tell what that is.
I don't know.
Me neither.
I think that's a.
It looks a bit charred.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It looks a bit burnt on the bottom.
It looks uneven. Just everything.
It looks like
and then
The colors throughout are just.
I would just rate that as 7.
I'm gonna be honest. It looks like if they were saucing it, it kind of looks like they brushed like the seasoning and stuff around, and then they got like that bald spot right in the middle. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I would give this box. I'm sorry, but a 7. It's so uneven, and just the kind of bald spot of like just no seasoning, no sauce.
Yeah.
Just kind of. It doesn't really look that great, and it's just charred around the edges. Doesn't look cooked full, or not fully, but evenly. So I'm sorry, but that's a 7 for me. Bernie.
I don't want to be rude, but a 4. It's just too burnt, and that bald spot just gets me, and it just has different colors all around.
Okay. Braylon, what would you give it?
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, 7. I don't. It's just bothering me that it has that one bald spot right in the middle. I don't. Yeah, it's 7. A 7. I don't like that bald spot and the way it yeah.
Reid, what would you give it?
I have to be honest, 7, because the bald spot, it just gets me. It feels like it's raw. And the sides are all hard. I'm just gonna be honest, it looks ugly.
Dakoda. Is she with us?
Honest, think of this one a 7 based on CBA. Oh. There we go. Just based on CBA requirements, I'd give it a 7. It's definitely too overdone on sides. Their pit was probably a little bit too hot, and they definitely brushed it on the sauce.
Yeah. Lainey, what would you rate this box?
That's definitely a 7. I can't tell what it is, and they definitely rubbed that too hard with their brush, and it looks burnt all around.
I guess we're all gonna have that Eddie Morales mentality tonight.
I give it
Okay, so we all voted very low.
Yeah.
So sorry to whoever's box this is. This is our opinion. We are giving it back to you.
Sorry.
We'll go to the next box.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm.
It's very pretty.
Oh.
Shiny.
So
The
glossy.
sun really hits that so good.
It looks like it's just like a glass sculpture.
It's super glossy.
So
Reid,
shiny.
we'll start with Reid.
Yeah.
What would you rate this?
I would give that a 10 because the way it looks and the seasonings and the sauce, it's just perfect. I would eat that 100%.
Lainey, what would you rate this box?
I think I'm gonna give this a 9 just because I feel like it looks really pretty, but I feel like on the side the color looks a bit off compared to the other parts of it. But besides that, it's really pretty.
Bernie, what would you give this?
10. It's really pretty.
Dakoda, did I already ask you? I have totally forgotten.
You have not.
Okay. Dakoda, what would you rate this?
On this one, I definitely give it a 9. You can tell that whenever they dusted it, it really wasn't a dust. And I would definitely turn the bird a little bit better in the box. But other than that, it's a pretty bird.
Rae, what would you
I
rate this?
think it looks great. I would give it a 10. That is like a nice. That looks nice. I like it. That's a definitely. I would give that a 10.
I would give this box a 9. Eddie, get out of here. You're not on this show tonight. I would give this box
Bye, Eddie.
because just when they were dusting the top of it, like Dakoda said, it wasn't really a dust. There's like some thick pieces on that breast. So it doesn't really look that good. And there's a wingtip that makes me happy. I am #wingtip. So that def gets it plus. And then that kind of the sauce on the side of the breast just kind of, it doesn't match the top of it. So that's what I would rate it. Definitely a 9. let's get on to the next box.
Oh.
Burger.
I think I know that girl.
Okay, I can't really.
I can't tell what it is.
I don't know what that is.
It's a burger. I know. It's a burger.
A burger?
What's
It's a burger.
in it?
It's bacon, sausage, peppers.
Why does it look like that on the top?
Olives. On the top, it looks like there's olives or peppers.
On the top, it looks like there's stuff like
Okay, hold on. Let me
coming
see.
out of it.
Let me see. Okay, that looks like onion and jalapeno on top.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it kind of looks like that. Yeah.
Reid, we'll start with you. What would you rate this?
I would give it a 7 because like the bacon is like I don't know and I don't know it just I don't know. So
Dakoda, what would you rate this?
I'm gonna go for an 8 because I mean, there's not a lot of color to be honest, and there's a little bit too much stuff on the burger to be honest. Because if you're trying to make the burger the biggest show, of course, and it is the biggest show because it's the only thing in the box, of course. But you're trying not to basically override your actual protein. So I feel like she overrided her protein a little bit on this one.
Raylin, what would you rate this?
I personally, I don't want to give a bad score. It looks like it would be a good flavorful burger. They have the pretzel bun on top and stuff, but
I agree.
I think it could be a 9. I think it's like a 9. It looks like a good flavorful burger. Yes, it doesn't have like a lot of like color necessarily, but it looks like it'd be like a good flavorful burger. So a 9.
Bernie, what about you?
A 9, definitely a 9. Yeah, I agree with Raylin. Definitely looks like a flavorful burger, but not a lot of color in it. 9, definitely 9.
I would give this an 8. I feel like kind of what Dakoda said, the other, whatever that is kind of overruling the actual meat burger itself. So I feel like just putting all that in there just kind of throws off the main protein. So I would give it an 8. But good job to you. We'll go to the next picture.
Good job, Harley.
oh,
Pork chop.
Lot of sauce.
I can't. It looks like it got. It looks like there was a string around it for sure.
Yes, definitely.
You can tell by the marks. It's very orange.
Yes, I agree.
It looks more like a steak.
Yeah.
It looks like a steak in the color of a pork chop.
Yeah, but there's a lot of sauce.
Yeah, it looks very saucy. Like excessive.
I would want to eat that definitely.
It doesn't
look bad. But like the charge on the top look burned.
It looks excessive.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like
the
I don't know if it's just because it's blurry or I really need to start paying more attention to detail, but it looks like kind of they brushed off the sauce or the seasoning kind of. Like I don't see seasoning on it, I just see sauce. But I don't know if that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bernie, with you.
What?
I
We'll start with you. What would you rate this?
9, definitely 9.
Water and everything like that.
Not a lot of sauce, and the grill marks just look too big, and it looks just a little burnt.
Lainey?
I'd give it a 9. It looks good, but I feel like it looks like a steak in the form of it looks like a pork chop in the form of a steak. It looks like it got wrapped. And then the grill marks go off to the side. And then just in the back, it's off.
I would give this a 9 too. I like the color, but the side just looks like that sauce was just never on it, or it just got brushed off. So I don't like that little bald spot on the right side. So I just kind of it off. And then it looks like if you tied it, like the string got like a little burnt or something, or you just put the pork chop on the grill wrong about how that little charred side is. So I'm not a fan of that. Dakoda, what would you rate this?
I'm gonna go ahead and rate this one a 9. You can tell they definitely trimmed it up, tied it for sure. You can tell that they also dipped it probably whenever they were softening it, and you kind of like their thumb marks for the bald spots on the side. But it's bass boating for sure.
That's right. Raylin, what would you rate this box?
I don't know. Like I said, the sauce, I feel like they brushed it off. And then, like y'all were saying, that bald spot right there, I didn't really notice it, but now I do. And then right in the back, kind of, where that like just random dark spot is, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna rate it like a, I don't know. I'm gonna go a little low, a 7. I feel like they just brushed the sauce off, or the seasoning off, and that burnt spot and stuff. It's like, I don't know. I don't want to be too critical, but that's what I personally would rate it, as a 7. It doesn't look bad, but I feel like there's like not a lot of seasoning look to it.
It's okay. We need a little Eddie Morales in our group. It's okay.
Definitely football. Definitely football.
Okay. We'll go to the next picture if we have one. I don't know how many pictures we have.
Oh, so real quick before we do this, look at that. Look at that handsome young man right there. Ty, how many boxes? Let's do how many kids y'all? I know it may be a school night. I'm not sure. I know we're on the holidays, around the holidays. Reid has school tomorrow, so we're gonna wrap this up. Ty, I think we're gonna do kids. Y'all want to do 2? Reid, you tell us. You're in school. You want to do 2 or 3? 3. All right. 3
I have
more.
a field trip tomorrow, so
Oh, you have a field trip? All right. So we're going to do 3 more boxes, and then Miss Karley's going to ask y'all, think about people y'all want to thank before we get out of here. And Karley, again, you're doing an amazing job. Kids, y'all are doing so awesome right now. So 3 more boxes, and then we'll get out of here.
Let's get it.
All right, there's a couple here I just want to show because it's pictures with you guys in it. So I'll do 3 at the end, but I'm going to show a couple pictures here with you guys.
Oh.
it's very. Oh yeah. I love the.
That's little Reid.
That's definitely Reid.
Oh.
Whose is that?
All right, now go ahead and rate these.
Oh.
Okay.
I would give it, to be honest, a 7. Cause like
Same.
no, hear me out. Because there's no grill mark, and And like the top of the cake is like it's like it has like char on it, but I don't know. It's just, they burnt the seasoning black. So I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'd have to give it a 7 too. I don't really know what's going on with it. Just, it's not very appealing to me as a judge standpoint. I would say I would rank it really low for an appearance. It probably tastes really good, but I would give it a 7 too. Bernie, rate it.
7. On the bottom there, it just looks really burnt.
Lainey?
I'd definitely give that a 7. You can tell they tried doing grill marks, but they just did not work out. And then also, it looks like they did not trim it.
I agree.
And then there's just those spots that are like sticking out.
And there's kind of like burnt spots.
Oh, I agree
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
There's a few spots that are sticking out.
Raylan,
Definitely.
what would you rate it?
I don't know. I mean, I could kind of see where they could have maybe done or tried to do grill marks, but I also, from my own experience, I've also cooked. It kind of looks like they could have cooked it on what I've done before is I've cooked it in cast iron. So it kind of looks like maybe they tried to do like a sear on it with the cast iron. But the more I look at it, the more I can actually see kind of where they were trying to do grill marks. Definitely the one thing that bugs me about it is, well, actually, I don't know. So at first I was gonna say they kind of trimmed it. I thought at first it looked like they had trimmed it wonky, but actually that has the bone. So I just realized that it has the bone. But it's the black spots that are everywhere that because I know with my steaks I get really picky about the little black spots and stuff. But it doesn't, I'm going to be honest, like a lot of people have told me, people eat with their eyes. I'm going to be honest, it doesn't look that great. So I'd give it like a 6. I don't necessarily,
Real low. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really, I don't know.
Dakoda, what would you rate this box?
I'm gonna be honest and rate it an 8. Just because I don't want to go really super low, but you can I'm gonna follow Lainey on the grill marks, on the attempted grill marks, and you can definitely tell by that. And yeah. It's not feeling at all.
Okay, we'll go to the next picture.
Oh.
Oh, shoot!
Oh.
Shoot!
Oh.
That's my dish! That was mine!
That looks really pretty.
Yeah.
That's the dish that I won with MasterChef. That's my winning dish from MasterChef. What?
10.
That's a 10 all around.
Dakoda.
If I could rate it as high as I wanted, I would give it a 10 million.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's really good.
Dada. Oh, look at this. It's so pretty.
I didn't know that.
Dakoda, what would you rate this box?
I'm gonna give it a 9. I know that's kind of bad, but I'm sorry.
Okay. Brittany?
I was not expecting that.
Bernie, what would you rate this box?
10.
Okay. Lainey?
I'd give it a 10. All the colors are in there. It just looks very colorful and bright, and it just looks very good.
Mm-hmm. Reid, what would you rate this box?
10.
Okay. I would rate this a 10. I think all the colors they match up well, and there's not just too much of one color. It's a very variety.
Rae, can you explain this dish? What are we looking at here?
So this is fried. That was fried venison. So it's a deer meat. And then it was green beans, a cranberry reduction. It's the red stuff kind of in the back. That's a cranberry reduction. And then it has like my biscuits and the gravy. So the fried venison, the backstory on that is a family tradition this dish is a family tradition here at our home. We cook it every Christmas actually. And that recipe we used for the dredge and stuff. It's just so weird. I didn't know that they were gonna put this on. It's funny. But yeah, so that's what the dish was, and that was the winning dish on the show. That's what the judges thought. That's what they.
It looks like something you would get at a fancy restaurant.
Yeah. What's on the bottom there, Rae? The green.
So the green. Are you talking about like what's under all of the dish? Like
yes.
Okay,
yes.
So that's the plate.
Oh, that's the plate?
Yeah, that's the plate. We didn't put it in a box. It's all of it. It's a plate. So that was the green stuff on the bottom was the plate.
That's awesome.
Wonderful. Ty, do we have any more boxes? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those
That looks good.
It looks really good.
I want to know who cooked these.
The pink on top looks really pretty. It just gives
Yes,
it
so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they garnished it. Really pretty.
Yeah.
Reid,
That's
I'm with you.
I would go with 10.
Okay.
It's really smoky.
It's really like saucy, and I would just eat that.
Mm-hmm. Lainey, what would you rate that?
I'm not trying to be rude, but it's a 7.
What?
It's too like rectangly, and it's
Okay.
the colors are very off throughout all the slices.
I would.
Braylon, what would you rate that?
I would rate that a 10. That looks really good, and that's a 10. I mean, we can tell that they've sauced it, and then the reason why it's actually rectangular is because usually, like whenever you're trimming a brisket, they cut off the fat cap off the bottom. So just to give a little backstory on why it's rectangular. But yeah, that looks. That's a 10. I would give that a 10. It's probably not as good as mine, but.
Bernie, what would you rate that?
9. I agree with Lainey. It's kind of just messy with the colors on the top.
Dakoda, what would you rate that?
I'm gonna kind of follow them a little bit. I'm gonna go with a 9. I'd love it better if they did the picture a little bit of the judge's point of view. But you can definitely tell that's probably a KCBS box. You can tell definitely I'll shoot it. But just like the little patches on it on each slice. But other than that, that's a really pretty box.
I would rate this box a 9. As Dakoda said, it's definitely a KCBS box because of the green. And I don't know what's going on with that back slice, and it was like just laid down flat. So I don't know what's kind of going on with that, but me personally, I don't like how that looks. So I would lift that slice up a little bit. But other than that, I like how rectangular they are. They're very uniform throughout. That's all I have to say about that. A 9.
Okay, all right, that was awesome, Miss Karley. So, kids, if y'all have, we're gonna wrap this up here. Thank y'all very much for attending. Y'all were amazing. This was absolutely probably the best Rate My Box ever. This was so much fun. I love the compliments and the criticism. This was awesome. But kids, y'all have any questions for any of your fellow guests on the show, fellow castmates on this show? If you do, let Karley know. But Karley, if you can go around the horn and ask them to thank, whoever supports them or whatnot, and then we'll let them go, and then I'll close it out with you.
Sounds good. Does anyone have any questions before we wrap this all up?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
We're all good? Okay. Lainey, we'll start with you.
I
Do you have
actually
anything
do.
to thank? Oh. Okay. Dakoda, go ahead.
I do. I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Karley, what is your favorite competition you've ever cooked?
Oh, my favorite competition I've ever cooked would definitely be Houston, just because I RGC'd it, reserved it, and it's just a fun experience. Not many people are able to go to Houston, as you have to turn in, like I say, a resume pretty much of like your achievements and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's great being accepted into that cook-off and to even cook it and leave with an H trophy. So that will always be my favorite memory and my favorite cook-off that I've ever cooked in. That's a great question.
I just thought of a question. What was the hardest, what has been your hardest challenge in any of your cook-offs?
My hardest challenge was definitely when I started high school barbecue last year, of just learning how to cook all these new meats and stuff, and just turn in time, because we turn in five categories, and just learning how to cook those, being with new people, helping them, helping yourself. That's definitely been my challenge, is just kind of getting used to all that. But after a while, I have gotten used to it. But every 2 years, the categories change. So this year, I will definitely, I wouldn't say struggle, but have some more challenges into our categories this year, because I have never cooked chicken lollipops. So that's definitely going to be one of our biggest struggles this year. So I'm going to need some tips and watch some videos on that. But those were my struggles. It's a great question. Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions? Are we all good? Good? Okay. Lainey, we'll start with you. Who do you have to thank? Your sponsors? Anyone? Go ahead.
I want to thank my parents, Gateway, Blues Hog, and Girl Great, and obviously Rob for letting me be on the show.
That's awesome. Bernie, who do you have to thank?
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, Reggie Q, what is it called? Cockle Doodle Q, and I want to thank all of y'all for making this fun show.
Thank you. Dakoda, who do you have to thank?
I'm gonna go ahead and thank my parents for, of course, keeping me on the road with them, taking me everywhere. Definitely gonna thank Tim with Gateway Drums and Blue Hog, sorry. He gave me my RG2 at the Royal, and I love that thing, of course. So I'm just gonna go ahead and thank them.
That's great. Reid, who do you have to thank?
Chicken on a Chain, LC Barbecue, Blue Hog, and then Bullhorn Barbecue.
That's awesome. Braylon, who do you
I
have?
want to. Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I want to thank my parents, Two Gringos Chupacabra. They're one of my sponsors. Smoking Wizards. They're amazing. All of these people are amazing. Alfredoni, he's helped me a lot. Miss Jackie, Mr. Tim, they've helped me go to and grill, chicken fried barbecue. Gordon Ramsay, because I wouldn't be having the title of Master Chef Junior if it wasn't for him. But also, I just thank you to everybody that's helped me, my grandparents as well for helping me. But yeah, thank you all so much.
That's awesome. I know we all have a bunch of people supporting us through everything we love. So I will thank my sponsors now. I want to give a thank you to Rockin' Egg Grilling Supplies, where I'm at now, with my parents, Chuck and Vanessa. I want to give a thanks to Butler Wood, my favorite wood sponsor. Texas Original Charcoal, the best charcoal out there. We all know it. Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, they have helped me so much with Joey Smith. He's helped me so much throughout my career. He is one of my big mentors. Short Rib Drum Smokers for helping me have one of my teal drums. And then Brooksline Drums with James Brooks and Ryan Newland with my beautiful teal and pink drum. I love that thing. And Kubach Cookers. Thank y'all so much. And of course, Roborecha for letting me host this fun night.
And what a great host you were tonight. Kids, y'all were excellent. Y'all were amazing. I'm going to close this show out, and then y'all stick around. Y'all stay on here. I want Case to close the last word, but thank you, kiddos. Thank you, Karley, Dakoda, Reid, Lainey, Rae Lynn, and of course, Bernie in the bottom left corner. Thank you all very much. Thank you to the Gooder Gang all year long for watching this show. This is our last show of 2024. Next Wednesday is Christmas Day. The following Wednesday is New Year's Day. Are y'all excited for Christmas, guys? Are y'all excited for Christmas? So 1 week from today, Santa Claus will be coming to your house, delivering gifts. What a great show to close out 2024. Thank you to the Gooder Gang for supporting us all year long. Thank you to our sponsors that we talk about each and every week on this show. Y'all were amazing. Karley, you were an amazing host. And I don't think it's the last we'll see of Karley hosting the show or the last of a kids show like this. This was awesome. Kids, y'all did amazing. Thank you so much. That's going to wrap it up. Ty, get in here real quick before we close this out.
Sir.
What you think? That was fun, right?
Hey, guys, y'all did a great job. Karley, great hosting. I loved all the Rate My Boxes you did. Thank you for being harsh. You made Eddie proud. And you guys, I know that the barbecue is the barbecue's future is bright in y'all's hands. Thank you very much.
All right,
for
kids,
doing
on the
show.
count of 3, I want y'all to wave and say Merry Christmas. 1, 2.
Merry
Christmas.
Case, close us
Merry
out, my man.
Christmas.
Good night to all of you wonderful people in Barbecue Nation.